Yes, 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 my people. You are locked in to another episode of Blocks to Bags. I'm your boy Seb, and I'm joined here with a special guest.
Hello, my name is Shadi Bazraka. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. And we are doing, as I said, a special episode all around social media and what's going on in the landscape. And we're doing it with you because you are a brand and social strategist. You've got your own consultancy, which is kind of scaling up towards an agency. We were kind of talking about that before.
Yes.
Lunar Light Consultancy, if you
Yes.
guys want to check it out.
Yes.
So before we begin, give our audience a bit of an intro into you, your world, social, what kind of people that you're working with, the amazing things that you do, and then we'll jump straight into the updates.
Okay, perfect. So thank you for the introduction. So I'm essentially a brand and social strategist, and what I do is I help social media creators, personalities, celebrities create their own brands. So what tends to be the issue is that a lot of people can build their following based off like being on a reality TV show or being an actor, for example, or they've just built up their following naturally over time. And they don't want to do brand deals anymore. They want to create their own businesses, but they don't really know where to begin. So they come to me, and then I help them kind of uncover what their niche is, what they're passionate about, what kind of products they like, and I help them create their own brands, basically.
We love that. We love that. Big friend of the show and a
Yes.
big part of the community.
Yeah.
Right in line with what we're all about, which is helping creators monetize and get the bag.
Yes.
So,
And then on top of that, I
Yeah.
do social media management. Hence why I'm here today.
perfecto. So let's get straight into it.
Perfect.
First point to discuss, Twitter.
Twitter.
Twitter Blue subscribers now have an hour to edit a tweet, which has increased from half an hour. So I guess before you never had the functionality or capability to edit tweets. Elon Musk's come in, he's bought Twitter. I don't know, what's your take on what's kind of going on and on this feature in particular?
To be honest with you, I think Elon Musk is ruining Twitter.
Oh, someone had to say it. Why?
Because I think the beauty of Twitter, where it was before, it was just kind of like a community for people to come on, share their thoughts. People would build a community based off like similar tweets that they were kind of creating. I do love the fact that he wants to now kind of like monetize it for creators and things like that. But I just think in the direction he's going in, it's just too much. He's doing too much, I think.
You think?
And kind of like, and I guess Instagram is doing it as well. Like now you can basically buy a verified badge and kind of pay to be on that level, and Twitter's doing the same thing. But I think he's just doing too much. I think he's kind of like ruining the essence of what Twitter's all about.
Interesting. The thing is, from what I see, I feel like he's kind of playing around with
He's
different
experimenting.
Yeah, he's experimenting because they also announced that creators on Twitter will be able to access the email addresses of subscribers.
Yeah, which I like.
So,
But it can be a blessing and a curse.
okay. Okay, what's the blessing and what's the curse? Being able to access that data and giving creators access to that.
So I think the blessing would be obviously that you can create email lists.
Yeah.
So if you're selling,
Very valuable.
Yeah,
very valuable.
So you can send newsletters out if you're creating new products and things like that. It's a really good way to kind of monetize your business. But at the same time, people's privacy almost. I mean, I think obviously the audience has to kind of maybe like tick a box, or they obviously are in the know that they're a part of that. But it's like you have to really think about your community first.
Yeah.
Before anything else.
Okay.
Like, is your community gonna love you for it, or they're gonna hate you for it?
Okay.
Sort of thing.
I hear that. Okay, cool. Another interesting update from Twitter. I don't know if you saw this one, but he's gonna allow creators to get paid off of the views on their tweets.
Okay, I do like that.
That one was cool.
Yeah, quite similar to YouTube.
Very similar to YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're saying some wild stuff on Twitter now, you can actually get paid from like giving them wild takes, which is very interesting because I don't know. It's essentially people getting paid for their thoughts.
Yeah.
In a way, I don't know if we've actually got to that point in the social media world where we had videos on YouTube and like Spotify and podcasts and so on and so forth, but just straight tweets and just straight your thoughts and writing and being monetizing off of that through the views, I think is
Yeah.
it's quite interesting because it doesn't take much to do a tweet.
No, it doesn't. It's great for Love Island fans. Yeah.
I like Love Island, I'm not gonna lie.
I love
I'll
Love Island too. And when I'm watching Love Island, I go on Twitter at the same time because
Yeah.
you see the most hilarious tweets and I'm like reading it in real time. And I think you get so much engagement when you're like within that kind of like community, like
Yeah.
the Love Island community. So it'd be great for Love Island fans for sure. But yeah. And then also I think with Twitter as well, like I do think it's great that we live in a world where like we can have free speech and stuff like that. But at the same time, I don't think everyone should be able to have a voice
Yes.
on social media
Okay.
like Twitter.
What happened to democracy though?
Obviously believe in democracy, but
Yeah.
I don't know, some tweets can be really dangerous.
Is that not what free speech is all about though?
True.
I don't know. I think someone was gonna do it.
Yeah.
We're looking towards open social
Yeah,
media
yeah,
networks. I think the former founder Jack Dorsey, I guess the founder of Twitter, he's gone on to start on his own different company called
Yeah.
Blue Sky, and it's like an open source decentralized version of Twitter where like no one controls it but the community. So they can kind of decide on certain guidelines and rules and things like that, and you can kind of essentially decide what kind of posts you want to see, whether it's just from your friends, whether it's from other people. So I feel like we are definitely heading towards that.
Yeah.
But for me, it's Elon Musk is a businessman.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
Like for us, Twitter is a platform. It's a part of our lives. It's part of like, you know, how we share our thoughts and tapping into news and what's going on. But for him and the owners and the investors, it's a business.
Yeah.
And they need to find a way for it to make money because
Yeah,
right
of
now
course.
it's not profitable.
No.
There's a huge debt that they're servicing because he obviously took out 40 billion to buy the thing.
Yeah.
It's like a race against time basically
Yeah.
to see like if he can find that one feature from my perspective that will help it unlock that sort of monetization
Yes.
capability. But I don't know. I feel like the world of social is definitely pivoting or changing at this current moment.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, guys, getting political. Over
now
here.
we're getting too. No, it's fine. Moving on. That talking about social media platforms that may or may not die, or may not make it to the end of this year. Just a quick one because I've been having this debate with some of my young bucks in it.
Yeah.
Be Real. What do you think of Be
Do you
Real?
know what? I don't even use it.
Okay.
I don't even use Be Real. I think it looks great. I know that you go on it once a day.
Yeah.
And then everybody posts their
Yeah.
thing, but I don't see how it's monetizable.
Yeah. Is it would you use it more if they released a feature? They're releasing a new chat feature called Real Chat, which lets you sort of message some of the people. Would that make you use it more or not really?
To be honest with you, I think Be Real is kind of like what Snapchat was in the sense that it's just like more for friends rather than like building a community off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Snapchat is now going in the direction, and I mean they have been for a while because they've got like advertisements on there, and they've got kind of like stories that you can subscribe to and things like that. They're going more into the direction of really, really monetizing the platform essentially, and like running ads and things off of that, which they currently do.
Yeah.
But yeah, Be Real, I think it's a dying app for sure. And then also you have like Instagram and TikTok that are kind of just rinsing,
literally, that's what I was
that
gonna say
ideas
there.
of Be Real.
It's actually crazy. Funnily enough, though, that's how Snapchat kind of got taken down as well. Once Instagram copied their kind of features with the stories and things like that. So I don't know about Be Real. I don't know if Be Real would have ever won this game.
No.
I think they were playing a losing game from the
think
beginning.
Be Real's definitely more for Gen Zs.
I agree.
For sure.
I agree. But, you know, how fleeting is Gen Z?
I mean,
That's the
Gen Z's the
question.
future. That it's all about Gen Z in the social media world.
Facts. Cool. So let's move on to the next platform.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yes.
Hated by most, loved by most. It's love-hate relationship we all have with TikTok.
Yes.
So update one is an interesting one. It's around search and I guess SEO to a certain extent.
Yes.
TikTok is now showing wiki pages in search results for certain search terms. So the theory, it's not really a theory, but they're trying to say that TikTok is becoming a search engine.
It is a
And
search
yeah, and I
engine.
don't know if you've ever gone on to TikTok recently and you put something in the search, or you click onto a video, something automatically appears in the search bar. What do you think? Give us your thoughts.
TikTok is the new Google,
Okay.
in my opinion, but better.
Ooh.
I always advise my clients to try and build a TikTok presence, because it is a search engine. If you want to find out, like, for example, like how to do a squat properly, or
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, if you've got and if you're neurodivergent, you're ADHD, you want to find out about ways to manage it, you go on there, you search for things to manage, like how to manage it.
Yeah.
It's the best search engine. So if you want to create a successful brand,
Mm-hmm.
you definitely need to focus on TikTok and Instagram, in my
Which one
opinion.
do you tell your clients to focus on first? What's the
It's so hard because TikTok is amazing to grow on. It's amazing for engagement because obviously the way that it works is that you create content, and anybody that kind of engaged in the topic of the content similarly to how what you post will go on their feed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better for engagement, it's better for reach. It's a really great way to build your audience. However, like lead generation wise,
Yeah.
it's weaker than Instagram. So it's actually harder to monetize on TikTok as opposed to Instagram if you've already like built a substantial following
Okay.
on there, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Next one on TikTok. So we talked about it being a search engine, but when I was at Fanbytes, it was a social media influencer marketing Gen Z
Yeah.
agency. We did a lot of stuff on TikTok, and one of the big things that TikTok was pushing was that not only was it an entertainment platform, but it was also an educational platform.
Yes.
And they were launching like TikTok courses, and there was a certain section of the app that was meant to be for learning and kind of education. And what they've done is they've added even more free courses to its TikTok Academy resource. So what do you think of TikTok as a learning platform?
Amazing.
Use it.
I'm a big fan of
Yeah.
TikTok. Um,
It's doing all the right things then,
it
would you say?
it's doing all the right things. I think just the TikTok community in general, I think, is amazing, and TikTok really supports their creators, and they really push their creators to have better engagement, and they want their creators to basically monetize off of it as much as possible, which I think is amazing.
Facts. So
Yeah.
another one on TikTok, but with AI.
Yes.
Cool. So
AI.
yes, TikTok has added another AI powered tool called Script Generator,
Yes.
which will support users by mapping out video concepts based on their prompts.
I know, it's crazy. Did you see sorry to cut you.
Yeah,
Did
go
you
for
see
it.
the recent Stephen Parlett episode with
Gordat, the
yeah.
Google ex Google guy.
Yes.
I haven't seen it, but it was about AI and AI. Yeah.
Basically, AI is taking over the world right now. Every single social media app, any kind of technology business, they're really trying to find ways to implement AI into their apps. And I think it's a really great thing, but also it's kind of like a little bit scary at the same time.
You think? I think the thing is in a previous episode we were talking about AI and stuff.
Yeah.
We were talking about how AI was kind of already integrated into apps like TikTok from before. It's just
Yes.
people didn't know it. Like machine learning,
Yeah.
it would understand
The
based on your swipe. Yeah,
algorithms.
the algorithm was so
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
because it used artificial intelligence to
Yes.
understand would this user engage or like this kind of video based on
Yeah.
just like a flick.
Yeah.
Or whether you stayed on the video for like 0.001 seconds
Yeah.
longer. So TikTok, essentially, they used AI as part of their algorithm to get people addicted and hooked. Now they're kind of giving creators tools, I guess, based on AI. So this is quite
Yes.
cool. So
Yeah, it's amazing because a lot of creators at the moment are using ChatGPT. I mean,
okay,
everybody is
yeah,
essentially
don't give them the gems like
if you're
that.
working in the marketing industry or any industry. Sorry, I'm actually really dropping gems here. But yeah, no, ChatGPT is really great. Like the thing is with ChatGPT, it's like you can kind of put in these amazing prompts of like what kind of captions and CTAs and stuff like that you want to write, but then obviously ChatGPT doesn't really know your community like you do and what you want to get out of it. So you can kind of just like use it, take it as a pinch of salt, and then just make it into your own. But It does. If you are a creator and you're hitting a block, like a creative block, and you don't really know how to maneuver around it, I think this new tool is going to be amazing for you.
Okay, wicked. And talking about AI, let's move on to Instagram.
Yes,
So,
my favorite app to talk about.
this is your favorite app, yeah? All right.
Yes.
Let's start with the AI chatbot. It's Instagram is working on introducing an AI chatbot to give advice and answer questions.
I love that. So one one part of the services that I do at my business is I actually get hired by influencers to reply to messages
Yes. Okay.
to fans and stuff like that. I know that might be a bit disappointing for you guys to hear, but it's a real thing.
Yeah.
When you have a huge account like million followers, for example, it's not really practical for creators to kind of reply to every single message,
How?
of course.
Okay. How many messages are these creators getting? Give the audience a taste of what it's actually like.
It's crazy. Like their message requests is just mad. Like some of them are even too full to even get new messages. But it's really important as part of your engagement strategy to build the community and actually respond to DMs, respond to comments and stuff like that. So the influencers would hire people like me to go into their DMs and reply to DMs and stuff. So one, it's a really great thing for creators because they won't have to spend money and hire people like me.
Yeah. I mean,
as much.
yeah.
To do that, so they can just get kind of like type in keywords that they want, and then they'll have prompts that they're able to respond with, or they would still have people like me hired, and I would be able to do that as well. So it would cut the time, I guess. But I think it's a really great tool for creators to build their community. I think that's like the number one thing to think about in terms of that.
Okay. And also they recently added like a notes kind of feature, like
in the
blogging kind of,
stories.
yeah. What do you think of that? You can now also add what songs that you're listening to the
Yeah.
notes and things like that.
I think it's a really great way. I actually had a conversation with one of the influencers that I work with, and they said, "Oh, I'd be able to kind of like tell people that I have posts up and sell products and stuff like that." But at the moment, it's only if you're friends with them that you can see that. So I think it's great if you follow a lot of people and they follow you back to be able to like monetize it that way. But I think they should make it public. Maybe.
I think they are going to.
Yeah.
I think so what's kind of going on is that we're just chatting about Twitter. People are seeing that Twitter is a bit shaky.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bit wobbly. So a lot of other platforms are seeing an opportunity to move into that text-based social media sort of space. And Instagram/Meta's play is with notes. So they literally got this. I guess it's good. I think it's going to be a standalone app. It's in beta right now, but I think they're going to release it.
Nice.
We'll see how it does. We'll see how it kind of does.
So many apps.
A lot of apps. Yeah, a lot is going on. A lot is going on. Cool. Next up, our favorite professional social media network, LinkedIn.
Yes.
Which is cool. LinkedIn has officially rolled out the ability for company pages to send and receive DMs.
Yes, I love that.
I love that as well.
About time.
I think it's about time, and this is something that I've been working with LinkedIn a lot recently because I've been managing the social media of a VC fund that I work with, which is called Notion Capital. Obviously, these guys ain't on TikTok or Instagram.
Yeah.
Strictly Twitter and LinkedIn professional, and it's like we get loads of engagement and loads of followers and stuff like that, but I feel like I've never really had nowhere near the tools that have been provided on like a Facebook company page or something like that, if you know what I'm saying. So I think with LinkedIn, it's actually one of my favorite platforms right now because I think that there's way more features that they can kind of like release, which is going to help. So this one is good. Oh, I don't know, actually. Maybe founders are going to be sending me bare DMs right now. Hey, take a look at the deck and this and that. But we can also send founders and targets that we're looking at DMs. Like, how interesting would it be if you're a founder in a venture capital company slides into your DMs? Like,
and I think it will actually be better for founders and decision makers because I guess their inbox will still be a bit swamped, but
Yeah.
it will take the pressure off of that because they
No,
can
facts.
contact the company pages. So yeah, I really love that
That's
feature.
cool. And talking about inboxes being swamped, they're also bringing in an AI assistant for the inbox for this
Yes.
exact problem that you're talking about.
Yep.
And it will help you to provide quick answers to questions in your DM.
Yes. Exactly. LinkedIn is great. Um, I think that LinkedIn is great as well because it's like such a good place for business owners to create their own personal brands.
Facts. That's true. Any of your clients, do you advise them to get onto LinkedIn, or what's the
Um,
play?
so I work with some fitness influencers that are like online fitness
Yeah.
coaches, and they do like high ticket coaching. So they kind of target like entrepreneurs and CEOs and
CEOs
stuff
and
like
that.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if your target audience is CEOs, entrepreneurs, like business creatives, etc., like LinkedIn is the place to be for sure.
I freaking
But
love
I've
that.
noticed that on
Yeah.
LinkedIn, it's harder to get good engagement. It's harder to build the engagement on there.
I did kind of notice that in the last years, because when I first started with, maybe because I was putting a bit more effort into the social media first, but we were getting like loads of likes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think the key with a lot of these social media platforms is testing out the new features,
Yes.
because that's where all the engagement and likes and
Yeah,
attention,
yeah,
that's where they're
yeah.
going to give you the attention. So for LinkedIn, I find that the people that do the swipe files, the PDF, you got to upload it as a PDF, and then it lets you swipe through. Those
Yeah.
get quite good
Yeah, because they've
engagement.
stopped carousels now.
Yeah, so I think it's all about trying the new sort
Yeah.
of features.
I think the point of engagement a lot of people don't actually like fully understand what engagement is. Your engagement rate will always be better the more that you engage with other accounts and the more that other accounts will engage with you. So for example, if you're just posting like once a week on your feed and you're not really engaging with other accounts, your engagement is going to be low because that's how the social media platforms are going to reward you. The more that you engage with other accounts, the more that you get other accounts to engage with you, that's when you're going to have more reach, basically. So if you're on Instagram, on your stories, yeah, twice a week, do polls, quizzes,
Okay,
post some
taking notes.
controversial content as well because people love to engage with controversial content, and your engagement will go up.
I like that. I like that. That might be a great way to kind of end this, actually. Do you have
Yeah.
any more tips or anything you want to leave our audience with this week?
Yeah, so there was a new launch today on Instagram,
Ooh.
like broadcast messenger groups,
Okay.
basically. So it's essentially like, I would say it's kind of like a WhatsApp group channel kind of vibe, but also you have like different groups which are like chat rooms, basically,
Yeah.
kind of similar to Reddit, I suppose.
Yeah.
And it's a really great way for creators to build their community further and be in touch with their community and stuff like that. Their community is currently free. So if you're a fan of your creator, for example, you can just join for free. I think that they should implement a way for the creators to monetize off of these rooms.
Yeah.
But the really great thing about it is that the audience user can basically like send voice notes, images, text, and things like that. So it's basically kind of going to be like Facebook groups essential within the Instagram Messenger.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that would be a really cool way to build the community. I think with social media, the main thing is like focusing on building the community first, and then the rest will follow. So I think that this would be a really great new feature. And then Instagram are launching more AI tools as well,
Yeah.
which are coming. So I'm going to run through five new quick social media updates. Not going to go into much detail, but I'm just going to go. So first of all, Twitter is allegedly working on a feature that allows verified organizations to post job advertisements.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a big one,
It was
actually.
launched today. So LinkedIn is not the only place to find a job. You can search it on Twitter as well. But make sure you don't have anything mad to post on your Twitter page.
You know, good thing I scrubbed my Twitter years ago.
Mine's on private.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Nobody has to need to know
you know
my
what?
thoughts.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I know we're gonna keep it short, but that is mad interesting
Yeah.
because I know a lot of tech people are on Twitter.
Yes.
Bare tech
Loads.
people are on Twitter, and I wouldn't be
Loads.
surprised if like they're finding cool jobs and stuff like that on there.
Yeah. So especially if you work in tech, I would advise creating like a separate Twitter for your like tech job, and then you can apply for jobs
Sick.
that way through Twitter. TikTok Shop is testing visual search results, which allows users to take a photo of something and find similar matches on the shop.
Damn, they're really going for Google. You know, Google does that with their
Yeah.
reverse image search. That
Yes.
is
Yeah,
wow.
so I think TikTok Shop is amazing, by the way. If you're thinking about selling products, especially to the Gen Z audience, get on TikTok Shop. YouTube lowers the barriers to enter its monetization program. The new condition includes having at least 500 subscribers, 3 public uploads in the last 90 days, and 3,000 watch hours in the past year, or 3 million short views in the last 90 days. Okay.
I love that.
So great
I
for...
really love that. That is... Thank you. Thank you, YouTube, for bringing this to us creators that... Like, I think the monetization criteria was like mad.
Yes.
Before. It was like it's not impossible, but it's like,
I know.
How am I going to reach this? It's going to take ages. And I think it's a smart thing that they're doing. It's a very business savvy thing.
If you can get the monetization program on YouTube, oh my God.
No, but it's good for them as well, because
Yeah,
there's more creators being paid. More creators are going to go to the platform. More people, more companies can run ads on like smaller pages and stuff like that. I don't know why they didn't bring this years ago.
And breaking through on YouTube is the creator's dream.
YouTube is the channel.
YouTube is the
channel. Golden channel.
And then one more update. TikTok has a new dual camera mode for live videos. Kind of like B-Real style, isn't it?
That is very much, but it's for live though.
Yeah, it's for live.
So do you reckon that's? I don't know how's that gonna work?
Do you know what? I can imagine, like, for example, a creator being at a football game, and then they're just like on live, and then they have the filming of the pitch, and then their reactions. It would be so good for reactions.
Yeah, facts. And you know, when you mentioned that, I instantly thought of the Apple Vision Pro, like the hot VR AR headset things, and how they're gonna have like 360 views and stuff. So potentially, if you're recording, I can imagine TikTok progressing this feature to be able to capture like what's going on around you as well. So like when you put on the Apple headset, you'll be able to see both the back and the front kind of view. So it could potentially be really awesome for virtual reality, as we're kind of moving into that kind of world.
Exactly, 100%. But those are the main social media updates for today.
Wicked. Shade, thank you for giving us the updates. Thank you for joining us. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your mum, your aunt, your friends. Tell everyone. Blocks
share with
the bags. Your boss, your colleagues. Join the community, blockstobags.com. I'm your boy Seb.
I'm Shadi.
Thank you for joining us for another episode.